Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Finally checking out one of the Queen knives, the Made in USA line. Very cool. Now this is the Jumbo locking trapper in red smooth bone. Red smooth bone, come on now. You know. I'll kind of show you a comparison next to a more standard size trapper as well. But just really wanted to take a look at them, take a look at the overall fit and finish, and just see what the Made in USA Queens look like. I mean, you guys know I am definitely digging that red smooth bone. Yeah, that is right up my alley. Looks really good. It took the dye. Just bone has so much character in it when it takes dye that is really, really nice. Overall fit and finish looks pretty good. I'll give you a look at the springs there. Take a look at it. Now, it looks like we have some very minor gapping-ish going on. Nothing too crazy, too terrible, but just a little bit. Little tiny bit. Now, the pins done extremely well. Obviously, you can see you've got the lock bar sticking up there, but very looks pretty well done overall. And the red smooth bone, like I said, that just, oh man, yeah, that gets me. I will tell you, it does come in this really pretty cool tin. I'm definitely digging that. I like that presentation. Now this Jumbo trapper sells for like $79.99, and there is a quote unquote normal size version. That one goes for about $59.99. But I wanted to check out the Jumbo and check out the lock and all of that. But overall, you know, fit and finish. Oh, let's check the centering on the blades. That looks pretty darn good as well. Brass liners going on there. Got some standard nail nicks. Does come into a half stop. There you go. Queen Cutlery Company, number 101. 1095 carbon steel. Now, I know there's going to be some comments about the billboarding on the blade. I get it. Queen USA. Very cool. Nice straight back blade there. And like I said, it is locking. There is a tiny bit of lock rock. There is just a little bit. But it seems pretty darn solid. Just a lock. Snaps back into the half stop. And a pretty nice snap shut. Spade blade into the half stop. Decent snap open. Now this does not have a locking mechanism on it, so you have one locking blade, one slip joint blade. Both of them have a pretty nice pop going in. But let's do a quick spec check on them. We'll see how big they are. Overall, this one's about 4.5 inches closed. Get the straight back out there. Probably have to zoom out just a little bit. And we'll get you a full measurement. Full measurement, fully open. You're looking at just over 8 inches. The blade's going to come in at right about 3 3/4-ish. So overall, I'm getting 4.5, 3 1/4. You're looking at about 8 1/4 fully open, which that's a good size knife. Real quick, I'll give you kind of a comparison with a normal size trapper here. Oh yeah, look what I got. That Case yellow Delrin trapper that when I first started getting back into slip joints, everybody says you got to have a yellow Delrin trapper. And that one was given to me by my good friend John. Grateful Panic. So there you go. There's kind of a size comparison against a more traditional size trapper. Obviously the Jumbo is pretty good size. Give you a comparison against our normal comparison knives. But there it is up against the PM2. Man, it gives PM2 a run for its money as well. Pretty darn close. I'm trying to line up basically handle to handle. Looks like the Queen's got it on blade length, but the PM2 got it on the handle. So kind of a draw there, and then of course we'll go up against the old Bug Out. Definitely a larger knife than the Bug Out. Lock it up real quick, and we'll get a weight. So overall, we're looking at, it's got some weight, 6.6 ounces or 188 grams. We'll go back to that yellow Delrin just to do a comparison. 106 grams or 3.7 ounces. So a good 3 ounces heavier on that jumbo, but that makes sense. I mean, obviously, this is going to be more of a pocket dropper, but some of the interesting conversations that I've had with people on this one is it's made in the USA, but by who? There's been rumors floating around. Some of the rumors I've heard are Baron Son, possibly. What U.S. slip joint manufacturers would have enough time not only to put out their line, but to put out a Queen line as well? Who were some of the other U.S. Case? GEC? Who knows? As far as I've known and as I've asked around to some people that probably are in the know, and they said that the manufacturer has not really been discussed or divulged at this point. So very interesting. If you have some thoughts or ideas on who may be producing these, share it down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Like I said, as far, what do we got there? Is that a little, it looks like there's a little, is that just muck? Oh yeah, it's just had something on there. Okay, cool. I was like, I didn't think there was anything wrong with one of the liners. Just had a little muck on it. But, I mean, overall, I mean, this is a really, really good sized knife. I mean, 8 1/4 inches. I mean, that gives me a really good, zoom back out for you a little bit. I get a really good grip on it. It's wide. What is it at its widest point? Let's check that out. It's not quite 3/4. We'll kind of call it 5/8 between friends. So it's got a little bit of width to it. It's over a 1/2 inch wide. But it's a locking knife, so hopefully that may take some angst away from some that are you know, not really crazy about slip joints. And I get it. I get it. Your concerns are your concerns. But overall, it seems to be pretty well produced. Nice carbon steel blade. I know that goes a long ways with some people because they want a patina. You know, the only really downside to this that I see, and it's, you know, that's personal preference, is the billboarding on the blade. I know some people aren't going to like that. But if you know, some of the highly collectible knives, you know, GEC and stuff have billboarding on the blade. So it really comes down to personal taste as far as that goes. It really does. It doesn't affect the operability of the knife whatsoever. It's just an aesthetics thing. And trust me, I totally get aesthetics. Absolutely. Knife has to be able to catch your eye. You know, that's going to be one of the first impressions you get on a knife. Totally get it. But overall, this is done pretty well. Now, I might have to get one of the standard size to kind of check it out, possibly do a comparison between the two of them. Everything, the fit and finish does seem to be, I mean, your transitions are done pretty well. I did notice the shield does protrude just a tiny bit. But overall, it seems to be a pretty solid, well-made knife. You know, the question is the who and what, who and where. That would be kind of cool to know. I know, you know, some companies don't divulge who makes their knives. That is completely a business decision on their part. I get it. You know, but come on. It'd be nice to know, wouldn't it? I think so. But hey, all's good. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the jumbo red smooth bone trapper from Queen Knives? Like I said, I really do like the packaging. I do like the tin idea. I've always kind of been fascinated with tins like this. It's just, ever since I was a kid, I've just kind of been fascinated and like that style of packaging. But overall, seems like a pretty well-built, solid knife. And I look forward to seeing what else comes out from Queen. I think it has the potential to be a competitor in that, case price range. Some Bokers too, of course, fall into that price range. Rough Rider Reserve kind of jumps into that price range as well. So very interesting. Interested to see where Queen goes from here. But let me know, guys. Let me know what you think. Always appreciate you stopping by. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. I love talking to you. Till next time, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.